I feel like every time I play this game, I'm risking not being able to play it because of this controller being on its last legs. I think I mentioned a few episodes ago, the contacts on this thing for the battery pack just are... They're not working very well. I need to fix them up every single time I try to actually use the controller. Anyways, so if I remember how this flow of levels at this point in the game goes, I think what I'm going to do, if we, after this stage, get roped into the Time Factory invasion for the Tom-Toms, I think what we'll do is we'll just include this in the Tom-Tom segment, because the challenge here doesn't really apply. Upgrades don't really matter for anything in particular. I don't think there's any strategy stuck up here. I don't know if you can actually kill the Tom-Toms or not, like this, very effectively. Is the shotgun big enough to hit that guy? Apparently not. That did some damage. I guess we can just kind of turn the tables on these guys and kill all of them. Yeah, sure. Let's do a sweeper episode and in the style of Tom-Toms. Problem being, I don't have much health to work with right now, so I think we can just do this. Yeah, if we just hide well, I think we can, in most, if not all cases. Oh. Do stuff like this. Ah! I ended up on the ground. That's annoying. So the thing is, if you haven't already caught on to this, you have a ground attack, and you have an air attack with this hammer. The ground attack is, for no reason, ridiculously slow to wind up. I mean, for balancing reasons, presumably. But the thing is, they didn't apply that to the air attack, so the air attack is just inherently superior. So what happens is, you just use the air attack exclusively, and it's better. I'm not going to bother saving anyone until everyone's dead. But the thing is, sometimes I jump, but you see if I attack right here, well, it's kind of 50-50. Sometimes the game thinks I'm on the ground right here, sometimes not. If I jump right here. It's okay, that guy was really slow on the draw. I didn't bother doing a jumping attack there. But a moment ago, for instance, if I had... Yeah, see, if I jump here and attack, the game says, oh, you're clearly on the ground, I guess. That time it didn't. You saw nothing. Which makes a big difference as to whether I can... Huh. Come on! This game is really bad about deciding whether you're in the air or not. Wow. Why do they always run to the center before running back to their posts? Whatever. Alright, there are two more guys here. This guy's in a kind of unfun position. He absolutely had a line of sight for a second there. Can I get up here? Not really. Yeah, thankfully these guys just aren't very aggressive. Amusingly, they're substantially less aggressive, it feels like, than the guard sweepers, although I could be wrong on that. That guy's actually smart in looking at the sweeper. Yeah, there's nothing to heal with here as far as I can tell. I only see these dark crates that are going to have money in them. I like that. Oh well, no-hit run is fine. I wonder how hard a sweeper no-hit run would be. Oh, I jumped there, you saw me in the air. Guy does not think to look down here. Fantastic. Yeah, AI is not very crazy in this game. Alright, that should be everyone. I'm just curious, are there any health pickups in here? There's more money. Maybe there's a cat medal out there. I guess not. It's kind of funny. Whatever. Yeah, the density of cat medals in this stage is very funny to me. Oh, I guess if you went up here, they gave you another hammer, probably? Have your choice of hammers. Oh, they also give you a heal. Oh, whatever, I don't need it. Okay. Well, that was fun, I guess, kind of extending the Tom-Tom challenge to the sweepers in the most Tom-Tom-esque sweeper level. Why in the world did they design the hammer this way, where its jump attack just completely negates the utility of its ground attack? Oh well. I'm always wondering, prior to finding this stage, why in the world? There are these odd-looking squares all over the stage, but it's where those cages go. It's just that the things that those cages stand on, they stand on platforms that are actually still there, even outside this one little bit. That is sleek. I do love how that results screen goes into this cutscene that just catches you off guard.
Bonito!
Yep, that's the one word you're allowed. Also, we don't have to... I guess they've given up on us having to go back to a gold ring to finish the stage. I mean, you're gonna... Jimmy, why are you impressed by 25 gold things? Carlos doesn't pretend to be impressed by cheap things. You can trust Carlos. So am I. Alright. Here's the fun stage. Probably my favorite Tom-Tom stage by a decent margin, in part because it's the one stage that has different music, thank god. And it's one of my favorite songs, too. Maybe like second favorite in the game or something like that, because it's the one song that's a mix of the Tom-Tom and Time Super music styles, which is awesome. The problem is it's only like a minute and a half long or something like that. It's very short. So it's still a short loop you're listening to the entire time you're here, but at least it's a different loop that you're listening to the entire time you're here, so it's not as big of a deal. I was always kind of confused as to why this game decides that you always need to have... Oh, well I guess let's use it here to bring treasure back here. But I was always kind of confused as to why this game decides that you just need to automatically get equipped with 2 decoys anytime you enter a stage as a Tom-Tom. What weapons? That's the problem. Are there weapons here?
Where'd he go? There's one.
Oh.
Nothing here.
There's no rule against letting them see us. They just have to die afterwards.
Where'd he go?
Well, they have to die irrespective of whether they see us. Anyways, oh, I almost picked up the big medal. That would be horrible. That's just money, isn't it? Yeah. Ugh. So, I don't know if there are weapons in this stage to find, or at least many of them. Presumably I want to get in this thing. I may have just missed what Ugo had to say about what I should do, but I do know you have to go on there, so... Also, this is the only time in the game you get to go to a different part of the Time Factory. Also, make up your mind, Shadow. Which way are you going? Which side are you going on? I remember something silly happens here if you're trying to do a run where you never get detected. If I remember right, as soon as you jump out of here or something like that, oh, this guy just gets healed and it makes a healing noise. That's funny. But I think something happens where they detect you automatically or something like that. Something sets off an alarm here. It's just funny. I don't want that. I had not checked... you're aware, if you've watched this, that I had not explicitly planned to do this, coming in with no weapons for every stage, so I hadn't checked if every stage is actually possible this way. So, we're gonna see what can and cannot be done. It is possible there are just no weapons in this area. So, yeah, there's this crane. This crane over here. Is that the platform over here? No. Okay. Sorry. Oh, there's something in here. Whatever it is, I want it. I don't need that. That's just money on the right, right? Darn it, guys. Apparently I found their high security meat stash. I don't need that. Yeah, I that's what I was doing. Thank you for interrupting me climbing up the post by telling me I can climb up the post. There we go. See, if I had, normally at this point in the game I'd have the G500, 500, 300? I'd have the Ray with me. Yeah, I figured. Which I could then use to just kill absolutely everyone, without any concern for stealth. What's on the other side here? More money. I don't need that money. I need people to die. I need to be... Is that more money over there, too? Is this all money? It's all just money. I don't want to be paid in gold. I want to be paid in blood. Ugh. Can you go in here? Oh. Going down here might not be a good idea. You go to sleep. Can I get this guy crushed? In theory, I could get all these guys to be crushed to death. That was a poor use of my slingshot. In theory, you could kill everyone by getting them crushed, I think. I probably should just run across here. But that would be some pretty drastic measures to... How's that guy still asleep? There we go. Maybe he was unloaded or something when I was too far away. And his sleep timer wasn't running. But those would be some drastic measures to resort to try to kill everyone. Also, I'm not confident in my ability to actually do that without getting killed in the Frozos. Because I'd have to alert people, right? Well, no, not necessarily. Okay, I could use 2 Tom-Tom decoys, but I only have the 2. I think calls it a move. I don't know why that's funny to me. What in the world, man? Real Hawkeyes on that guy, jeez.
Nothing here.
One can tell the cats are predators. Okay. There better be something I can kill people with in here. No. Are there no weapons in this whole stage? Oh, it's gonna suck. Oh yeah, this is the funny part. So, this is where alarm gets set off no matter what. Is it triggered by you picking it up or something? Also, there's nobody on my radar for some reason anymore. This happens. Here we go. Because the rest of your team decides that stealth is stupid. And that sets off this alarm. But the funny part is... The really funny part is... if you just walk back, the alarm stops. Dude, fire the enemy you're locked onto, for the love of God. The alarm stops, so you can just walk back in the room and these guys will give up. Anyways. And then the music is playing, but there's not actually an alarm running.
Nothing here.
Is that guy gonna leave? Yeah, it's just very silly how that works. But anyways, we've got a problem. So the idea here is you just walk out. Like that's all you do. We don't want to do that though. How many enemies? I can't see how many enemies there are just by looking at the map, right? No. Okay, so we're gonna... Next time we're gonna restart this stage, I think, and see if there's anything we can try to be clever about. Let's see.